Hello and welcome to another session in mathematics. In this session we'll be looking at depreciation. Okay, so before we go on, let us take a review of our previous lesson. Welcome back. Like I said earlier, we'll be looking at depreciation. What do we mean by depreciation? Depreciation is loss in value of physical assets as a result of factors such as wear, tear, decay, and inadequacy. Okay, so when we talk about depreciation, we are looking at what? The loss in the value of what? An item, especially a physical asset, as a result of the asset wearing out or decaying or probably not being taken care of. We look at let's say a building. After 3 years will not be the same as when it was built. Okay, so looking at a building from the year it was built, and then 3 years later the value and the beauty will not be the same. So if it's not properly maintained, then it will wear out or probably decay, and people will no longer strive to live there. So that is what we are looking at: depreciation from its original value. Now the value of the assets in the investor's book at any time is what we call the book value. The value of what? The assets. Investor's book at any time, we call it book value. Okay, the amount by which the book value is decreased each year is called what? Depreciation charge. The amount by which the book value is decreased each year is called what? Depreciation charge. Okay, so looking at depreciation, just like I said earlier, in a house, let's assume that a building was constructed in the first year. It was rented at let's say $3 million. You agree with me that after 5 years, if care is not taken, this building will definitely come down to around $2 million or $2.5 million. Do you know why? The value of the building has depreciated to a reasonable extent. So until the building is renovated and properly taken care of, then the value will not be appreciating. So let's quickly take some examples on depreciation. Okay, it says a typewriter is originally valued at $40,000 US. Wow. The rate of the depreciation is 5% per annum. Find its value after 4 years. The value of this typewriter after what? 4 years. Okay, let us start. Let's get to business. Solution. How do we calculate this? We start with the very first year, and the first year we are told that the percentage is what? 5%. Percentage of its depreciation is what? 5%. So we have 5 over 100 times what? The original amount, and that will give us what? 40,000, right? 5% of 40,000 is equal to what? $2,000 US. So the new value of the typewriter after the first year is then 40,000 minus 2,000, and that will give us what? 38,000 US dollars. That's after the very first year. You see, so it keeps what? Reducing. Now let's go over to the second year. For the second year, this will now be our what? Original value. Okay, so for year two, we then have 5% of 38,000. 5% of what? 38,000, and that will give us what? 1,900. So we then have 38,000 minus 1,900, and that will give us our what? Our new price. or new value, anyway you call it. So 38,000 minus 1,900. What do we have? We have 36,100 in US dollars, remember. Then for our year 3, we then have 5% of 36,100 US dollars, and that will give us what? 5% of this is equal to what? 1,805. So our new price is equal to $36,100 minus $1,805, which will give us 34,295 US dollars. Then for year 4, which is the last year we're looking at, I have 5% of 34,295, and that will give us 1,715. Then our new price is equal to 34,295 minus 1,715, right? And what would that give us? We'll have 32,580. Okay, so it means that the new value of the typewriter after 4 years, the new value of the typewriter after 4 years, is equal to 32,580 US dollars from 40,000. You see, so as the year passes, then the value depreciates. So let's take example number 2. A car costs 300,000 US dollars. Its value depreciates by 25% in the first year, 20% in the second year, and 15% in each of the following years. Find its value after 4 years. After 4 years. Okay, for the first year, we have that the percentage is what? Is 25. So we have 25 over 100 times what? 300,000. And 25% of 300,000 is 75,000. So our new price or new value is equal to 300,000 minus 75,000, and that will give us our value to be what? That will give us 225,000. Okay, so year 2, from the question we are given that the second year has how many percent? 20% instead of 25. So we then have 20 over 100 times 225,000, and 20% of 225,000 is what? 45,000. Then our new price or new value is then equal to 225,000 minus 45,000, and that will give us our value to be what? 180,000 US dollars. Okay, year 3 would then be equal to since they give us 15%, so we have 15 over 100 times 180,000, and what would that give us? That is 27,000. So our new price is equal to 180,000 minus 27,000, which will give us 180 minus 27,000 will give us what? 153,000 US dollars. Okay, then let's go over for the fourth year. Year 4 is 15%, remember, over 100. 15 over 100 times 153,000. Okay, 15% of 153,000 is 22,950. So we have our new price, our new value, to be equal to 153,000 minus 22,950, and that will give us a value to be 130,050. So our new price after 4 years is 130,050 US dollars. Okay, so we'll stop here today. Thank you for being part of today's class. To refresh your memory on what we've done, kindly provide the answer to the following questions on the screen. Welcome back. So far we've been able to deal with depreciation, and we've taken some examples. I'll stop here. So do well to use the lesson note on the platform for better information on what we've done, and feel free to leave your questions or comment on the comment section. Till we meet again, stay safe and bye.